I want to know how all the cool girls make these bandanas look cool. I feel like I look like a pirate who also works as a cleaning lady. Hello to all my amigas and pals, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe down below so you can keep up with all my awesome videos. But today, what's up? It's another new Foundation Friday and I am coming to you guys with this newest release from ColourPop. It is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation. Now, this foundation has hyaluronic acid, which is known to hydrate and support healthy skin, and it has coconut water, which is known to support hydration and skin softness. It is oil-free, vegan. What else does it say? It's a hydrating foundation with skin perfecting, medium buildable coverage for natural, healthy looking skin. So this whole line of foundation is pretty awesome because they came out with 42 shades. That's pretty freaking amazing to be able to cover that many shade ranges and for people to have that many options. That being said, my skin tone is always fluctuating between artificial tans and not and pale and all this, so it gets kind of hard for me to like find one good color because it's literally always changing depending on like how tan I want to be and if it's fading or whatnot. So I got this color. It's already looking like it might be a little bit too cool tone, which is weird because I got light 60N, which is a neutral undertone. Again, I did do like a fake tan a couple days ago, so it's a little bit on the warmer side, but honestly, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. I feel like I could just warm up anything, maybe with some bronzer, but all right, we're gonna go ahead and get straight into this. I'm also really excited because I got this literally like an hour ago. The UPS guy dropped off a couple of other things from Sephora. I think that next week I'm going to review this NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. So if you wanna see that, comment down below. I'm excited to try that one out. But I got this Huda Beauty face brush Buff and Blend. It is so soft. Yeah, because if not, I was just using same old brushes that I had. It looks like really big. I don't know, we'll see. I've never used a brush this huge for foundation, but whatever, let's go. Let's see how it works out. All right, so I always never know like how much I should start off with because I don't want to put too much or too little, but let's see. Let's use this cool new little brush and see how, oh, wow, well, that brush is really nice. Oh, this color ended up being actually kind of perfect. It is a little bit more on the neutral undertone, but I don't hate it. It's better than it being like really warm and like too yellow. Okay, so I really like this brush, even though I'm not necessarily reviewing it, but my only thing about big brushes like this is like, how do I get in here in this area precisely? So I'm just gonna go ahead with a beauty blender to get into this area and see if it helps any bit. But wow, you guys, like, okay, so I obviously have bought a ton of ColourPop's like eyeshadow palettes, eye toppers, their highlighters are amazing, but I've never really ventured into their foundations just because I don't know, I didn't really expect them to be anything out of this world. But this is actually really beautiful. It definitely is a medium to full coverage. I could see myself building this up way more, but I kind of just like the coverage that it gives with one coat. Wow, okay, so for a $16 foundation, I'm actually pretty shocked at how amazing this looks. I mean, it does really look like your skin, but like healthier. I feel like it's kind of filled up all of my pores, and I think that even the finish, it's sort of like this satin natural finish, and I think it looks really, really nice. The only thing that's kind of throwing me off is the color, but again, that's kind of like my own fault. I didn't really know what color I was gonna be. There was no way for me to test it at Ulta because you're not allowed to use any testers. So other than that, I think it actually looks really nice. I kind of want to go ahead and add all my other makeup to it. But yeah, and I really like the way that this big old brush applied everything on. It literally is like a buffing, kind of perfecting brush. I feel like it really helped it, maybe because it's so big, it like helped it seep into my skin. And so this foundation is just like setting onto it beautifully. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of my makeup on. I wanna see how it works with the rest of my products. But honestly, I had seen some other reviews on the Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer, which is obviously completely different, but the same sort of line and feel through ColourPop, and people rave about that one. It's like sold out completely on ColourPop's website. So I had pretty, at least hopeful expectations with this, and it's really delivered. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of my makeup, and I kind of just want to see how the rest of it looks. But so far, I really, really love it. It looks so natural and so pretty, and I'll let you guys know. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back and I'm done with the rest of my face, and to be honest, I am like floored with how incredible this foundation looks. I think it looks so beautiful and natural. It's not doing anything weird, not creasing up, not flaking up on me anywhere. I think it worked beautifully with my other products. I use this Revolution Fast Base Concealer, and I did put a little bit of translucent powder here and a little everywhere else, but even at that, it's got a beautiful natural satin glow, and I feel like my skin just looks so beautiful. Like, yo, ColourPop, for $16, you're blowing me away. Like, wow, I am very, very impressed. The ironic part in this is that I like hate my eyeshadow. I don't know what I was like trying to do, and then when I finished I was like, ew, but the rest of my face looks beautiful. So my skin type is kind of like combination, a little bit more on the dry side. I'm interested to see how this foundation is going to wear throughout the day, because it does have hyaluronic acid, which is meant to hydrate your skin. So I'm interested to see if it hydrates or if it becomes like oily and extremely dewy looking, but we will see. I'm gonna get some footage in natural lighting for you guys just to show you, and I'm gonna wear it for a little while. Right now, it looks stunning to me. It really does look like my skin, but better. The only thing, I tried warming up a little bit as much as I could with my bronzer. The only thing that I think would be anyone's trouble is finding the color, because as I can assume, like everyone else, you know, like we are not professional makeup artists, and if you're just trying to find your foundation, and maybe you have an idea of what your foundations usually are, but if you're anything like me and, you know, maybe you spray tan, maybe you don't, maybe it's summer and you have a tan, so if that kind of always fluctuates for you, it might be a little bit difficult to find a shade, because I know I tried very hard to, I mean, it's not bad. See, like this is fake tan though, and it's a little bit warm, and then my neck looks crazy with this fake tan. I don't know. It doesn't look bad though. This color, I warmed it up a little bit with the bronzer. It looks okay. So yeah, my suggestion is maybe talking to an associate at one of the stores, or kind of using their Find Your Foundation tool, because that is probably the only negative, I think. It's a positive that there are so many shades, but it's a negative for people that maybe aren't too makeup and foundation savvy, and then they're like overwhelmed with 42 shades, and you're like, I don't even know like what my undertone is. So I'm gonna go ahead, wear this. So far, I'm loving this. I'm gonna go get you guys some footage, and I will check back in a little. Okay, so I came outside to try and get you guys some natural lighting footage. It's raining, so I can't really step out into the sun, and it's a little bit gloomy, but just so you guys can see, this is what my skin looks like. This foundation honestly looks super stunning, and glowy. It looks like my skin, but just like extremely healthy and plump and dewy. So far I am absolutely loving this. Oh my god. And honestly, the best part about this foundation, $16. Like, for me, that's like crazy, because you could buy some $40 foundations and they look like Garbaggio and they don't do everything that this is doing. So I'm loving it so far. Okay, so I am back. It is 10 o'clock at night, and I forgot to check in before, but when I first put on my makeup, it was 2 in the afternoon, so it's been a good 8 hours. And although I might not have done much extracurricular activities outside, I definitely ate like a monster. I had like 3 salads, a bunch of snacks, and literally when I was eating right now my dinner, I felt like the salad leaf just like slapped me in the face. And I was like, great, that's for sure gonna come out in the video. But honestly, it hasn't moved. Look, I actually really like the foundation. It is a little bit shiny and not oily, but I do have a little bit of a sheen going on. But again, like I said, it is a hyaluronic acid hydrating foundation, so I kind of knew that that was going to happen, but I would rather it look, you know, kind of dewy and shiny than the other way around, like really caked up and dry, because at the end of the day, sometimes, you know, a glowy and shinier face is a more youthful looking face for sure. And look, I gotta say, like, a lot of the ColourPop products are usually like this, but for it being vegan and oil-free, it really can't get any better than that. There's a ton of Sephora certified cleaned products that I use, and they're definitely not $16, at least when it comes to like foundation and makeup. They're a little bit more pricier, so the fact that it does have all these things, and I like can't believe it, $16, because I swear to God, like I had just bought this one, which I'm gonna do for New Foundation Friday next week, and I think it was like $30 to $40, something like that. So half the price, just as good, if not better. I don't know, I haven't tried that one, but this is pretty fantastic. So I'm gonna give it a thumbs up, because I really like the way that my skin looks right now. It looks healthy. You know, it's a little bit dewy, but it's not even really that bad. And the fact that it didn't break up, it didn't go into any of my lines, I'm really happy. So, good job, ColourPop. I'm definitely gonna see if I could find a couple of different shades, maybe something warmer, maybe something lighter when I don't have a tan. So that's the only, not downside necessarily, because it's great, but if you don't know your color, I don't know if they have a kind of customer assistance that they could be able to help you with this. Luckily, they are inside of Ulta stores physically. The only unfortunate thing is that with coronavirus, you can't open up anything and you can't test anything, so maybe someone who's a little bit more knowledgeable in that field, they could probably help you find your exact color or what your undertone is. But other than that, great job to ColourPop for having 42 shades, for being able to just help out the masses of girls trying to find that perfect foundation. Alright, well that's it for this week's New Foundation Friday video, the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Foundation. Absolutely love it. Be sure to subscribe so you can keep up with all of my videos, and I'll see you next vid.